Hello everyone, I'm back today and I have to talk about the new hotness when it comes to factory automation games. Update 8 has finally hit the main branch of Satisfactory. If you've forgotten about this, you can totally be forgiven since Update 7 was released December of 2022, which is almost a year ago. You may have also forgotten to like this video and subscribe. So again, if you're like me, you may have enjoyed your time with Satisfactory at some time in the past, but at some point you moved on, and now that there is a big shiny new update, the big question on your mind is it time to dust off and play Satisfactory so that you can enjoy this update that took almost a year to release? After a thorough examination of the patch notes, I am here to tell you that the answer is a definite maybe? Oh man. Well, the reason that the update took so long to begin with is mainly down to the switch between Unreal Engine 4 and Unreal Engine 5. That switch brought us many wonderful things like the use of Lumen, nanite system, a new physics engine, and more than that. But alongside that, there really haven't been any major updates to how the game plays. There are almost no new objects to build, there's nothing new to manufacture, and in general, if your factory is already making everything that you could make in Update 7, then you're still going to be caught up in Update 8. I'm sorry to say. That said, there's a new major system in the game that when you set it up as you build your factory, can be instrumental in reducing any downtime that comes with when your factory loses power. I'm talking about the new priority power switch. That switch allows you to set priorities for each power grid so that when there is not enough power to run your entire factory, it's going to shut down anything that's lower priority and keep higher priority grids on as long as there's enough power to provide for them, right? Um, in addition, that there's a lot of really great quality of life changes, such as the ability to delete entire blueprints that you put down, being able to nudge holograms when you're placing them, and a lot more than that. There's actually quite a few of quality of life updates, and in fact, I might even call this the quality of life update. So I'm sure you're already thinking that you can see the problem. If you already played a ton of hours in Update 7 and you got tired of it and moved on, I'm not sure Update 8 is probably going to do much for you at this point. It's probably, if you're curious at all, I would log in, check out how your factory looks. If you turn on Lumen, which is in the advanced lighting options, you may need to relight your entire factory because everything will be dark inside buildings that don't have any light sources. If you stop playing earlier than that in update 6 or maybe even earlier than that, then this could well be a great update to come back in. The game is going to look different. A lot of the biomes are going to be different. And there's a ton of new crafting recipes that got added up until update 7. If you were still playing update 8 on experimental, then you can just move to the main branch finally and be assured that your save game is relatively safe, and just keep going. But now that update 8 is out, I guess we can start guessing about update 9 and 10 a little more, with a little more surety, I suppose. Now we know that update 10 or 1.0 is going to be the update that includes all of the story. It's going to include anything that has to do with the alien artifacts. So I guess update 9 is going to contain everything else. But when you stop and think about it, honestly, there aren't any obviously missing recipes. I mean, I'm sure we can come up with things, and I'm sure people have come up with things that they would like to see added. But when you look at what's in there already, I don't think you can say, oh yeah, there's definitely a gap here that they're going to add. So what's going to be in update 9? Well, I can think of two things, both of which could be wrong. But I think one likely, very likely thing that there's going to be in update 9 are additional biome changes. They have been making a bunch of them. I don't think there's necessarily that many more areas that require a heavy focus, but I could see that in order to get ready for the story release, that they may be updating some of the underground areas, maybe some of the placement of that SAM, or that we can't really do anything with at the moment. Maybe some of that might get updated. Um, in the past, they've said that they don't want to move resource nodes because they don't want to mess up people's factories that have are already set up. But nobody's really mining and using SAM right now. Although I could see that there may be some people that just have mined all the ore nodes. Um, you can't actually mine that much out of them, anyways. But in any case, so that's one thing that I think could be in there is updates to the biomes in general. And then the second thing that might be in update 9, although I'm really not sure about this one, but I do know that one thing that they have talked about before is that they wanted to revamp the new player experience. They want to make it easier for people to get into the game, so there may be more of a directed tutorial right at the beginning, and I could see that going into update 9 prior to the release of 1.0. But again, I don't understand. I don't know what their priorities are like. I don't know how they set them and whatnot. So we will see what they put in. So when is update 9 going to come out? That's a good question. I don't think it's going to take nearly as long as it took for update 8 because the integration to Unreal 5 is largely complete. Although I'm sure they're still optimizing and whatnot, turning things on and off, etc. Previously, they started talking about the next update within a month of the release of the last update. So I think that because of the holiday schedule, that may get slightly disrupted, but I think the timing might be just about perfect for them to make some sort of announcement right before the end of December, maybe mid-December. And if they, for some reason, miss that, then they might make an announcement uh, in mid-January. Basically, they come back from the holidays, trickle in from the holidays, however long that takes, and then after about a week in the office, maybe they'll make an announcement at that point. So I probably wouldn't expect anything concrete on update 9 until probably March. And because of that, maybe they're going to time something for the anniversary of Satisfactory. I believe maybe it's March 19th or something, somewhere around there, that the 5th anniversary of the game is going to be. It wouldn't surprise me at all, given when they released update 8, that they released something for update 9, either the actual update or some big news about it right around that time. But then again, they've never been overly sentimental about their anniversary. I don't think they've necessarily held updates for the anniversary or anything like that before. So it's just going to depend on when they're ready. If they're ready then, I think they'll release it then. But if they need to wait another week or whatever, or it's ready a week early, they might just release it then. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.